Hi guys, welcome back to Jungle Flowers Canada. My name is Grania and thanks for joining me. So guys, I'm minding my grandson and he can hear me talking. You'll have to bear with me because I have my beautiful grandson here today and he's flying around, but I'm trying to take this opportunity to make this video because I haven't put one out in so long. But anyway, I made the video yesterday. Long story, I couldn't find my laptop. My daughter had it and we eventually found it. Made a video on this subject, and because I made it outside, I put my microphone on because some people say the noise of the pond is too loud and they don't really like it. So I put the microphone on, did the full video, went to edit it, no sound at all. So there must have been something wrong with my microphone. So I've got to start from scratch. I will be inserting some of the footage and I'll voice over it because it's pouring rain today. It has been pouring all day. And I have my pon out on my deck, so I don't really want to go out in the rain. So let's start. I made homemade pon. Now I know a lot of people have been making pon and we all know the recipe of it by now. So it's charcoal, zeolite and pumice. So I have been doing some research on how to find all of these ingredients, and I actually found zeolite in Lowe's, but it was like $54. And then I watched Fern from Wild Fern, and she's part of a Facebook group, and somebody in the Facebook group had done some research and they found that Home Hardware here in Canada sold the charcoal and the zeolite for actually much cheaper than the one I saw in Lowe's. So I did further investigation because pumice is so hard to find and it's very expensive. So I have been researching this actually for quite a while, and I was on some orchid sites and they substitute the perlite for, it's actually a product that if you have an oil spill you pour it down and it'll absorb the oil and then it's easy to discard it, and I'll give you the names of them now in a moment. So when I researched into it further, it turns out that it's actually Diatomaceous Rock, and it's sold in the US by a company called Napa. Now there is Napa here in Canada, but they don't carry that product here. So I thought, well, you know what, somebody else must do. Hi. So anyway, I did my research. So I found that Canadian Tire had a product, and I believe it's the same product. And I'm going to actually give you the names of all three of the products now. So I made my pon. Oh, my camera's going to go for a walk. No. So I made it about, actually over 2 weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm having incredible success. What's Nana looking up on her phone? How my life has changed since I've had my grandson. I wouldn't change anything for the world. I absolutely adore him. So let's start. So the first product, and this is the product that I saw on Wild Fern, is called Lavagrip. And again, it can be used in the snow, or you know, if your car gets stuck, you can use it. I guess you can use it on ice. And it is pure charcoal. It's a black charcoal, and the size of it is just perfect. I will be inserting video of that to show you. And then the second product is called Ecotraction. So the same thing, you use it if you get stuck in the snow, you need traction, and this is the zeolite. Well, I should have told you. So the Lavagrip is $21.99 Canadian. The Ecotraction is $29.99. And then through my own research, I found a product called Qualisorb oil absorbent. This is diatomaceous stone. So what I did, I brought them home, and I'm going to insert some video footage now of how I washed this. I washed it very, very well. You'll see I bought a big colander in Dollarama, and I just got my hose and I put it on full strength, and I washed a number of times each one, and then I put them into 3 different buckets, and then I mixed up the 3 ingredients into another bin, and that is my prepared pon. Okay, so these are the 3 bins that I bought in Dollarama. I believe they were $4 each. This bin here is the mixed up pon, so this has the 3 ingredients in it. Here is the zeolite, or it's called the Ecotraction. Here is the Lavagrip, which is the lava stone. And then the last bin is the Qualisorb. So this is the diatomaceous stone, and this is the replacement for the pumice. So there was a lot of work involved, guys. I really had to wash them a lot, but I wanted them already prepared so that when I needed to make more, I'd have it ready. So here you can see this is just a colander that I bought in Dollarama, and you can see it's quite big. And what I did was I emptied the bags in. I did 1 stone at a time, and I filled the colander, washed them probably like 4 or 5 times, the lava rock probably even more, and I just shook off the excess water and put them in the bin. So now I am well prepared for like a lot of my plants. I'm assuming I'm going to get a lot of plants potted up in this, and like I say, it was a lot more inexpensive than buying the Lechuza Pon, and I'm very happy with the results. You've seen the pon, and actually I should explain, why did I decide to use pon? Well, I've been watching YouTubers and following some of my Instagram plant friends, and I noticed that the growth is amazing. Now, they also get great growth with leca, but I really wasn't a fan of leca. I prefer the pon over the leca, and I can't tell you why, but I just do prefer the pon. So what I've been using, I have been using my liquid dirt at the moment, but I will use up the nutrients that I bought for the leca, and then maybe once a month I will water them with the nutrient water. So I also have got some hacks for you on how to make self-watering pots and pots that have water level measurers in them. Now I'm going to make a separate video for that, just because if people are looking specifically how to make pon or specifically how to make self-watering pots, I wanted to do it in 2 videos, even though they're very closely connected. So I want to show you the progress on the plants that I have put in pon. I only have 3 small pots here. I don't have any of my larger pots. And as I say, I will be doing a video on that and I'll show you everything. But I wanted to show you that there's 3 different methods that I used. So this one here, these are just Dollarama pots, very cheap. I think $1.25 for 3 of them. And this is a Mandula pothos, and I just have it in a plastic cup that I punctured 2 holes in the end. I actually used the tip of my glue gun and put 2 holes in the end of it so that it could wick up the water. Oh, here comes trouble. Bang. Okay, so here we have a Mandula pothos, and you can see actually there isn't really much water left in the end of that, but I put 2 holes in it, and wait till you see this, guys. I am astounded. Guys, look at the roots on this. This has just been in water, in the pond I should say, for about 2 weeks. And I did, now to be fair, I did start this in water, but there was hardly any roots on it when I put it into the pond. And I'm sorry, it's dripping water here, but I am so impressed. It's obviously enjoying it because look how healthy it looks. Isn't it gorgeous? So the second method I used, so these are all Dollarama. These are little Dollarama plastic containers. Again, guys, I'm going to show you all this in my next video. And you can see I drilled holes in the bottom, and this is just felt. I'm also using shoelaces, but this is just felt. And this is an Epipremnum albopinatum. Hello. And wait till you see the roots. Look at the roots on this. I can't believe how quickly the roots are growing. And there's new leaves coming out. So I have it in one of these white containers as well, and I just have, you can see actually how much water, there's only a little bit of water left. Oh, okay, and then the last method I've been using, which I just love this. Hello, Baba. So this is my Magnificum. If you remember, I had this in one of my videos, and it was like, wasn't even the size of a quarter. It was so tiny. So I've put this in pon, and I've made these self-watering gauges. So you can see I now need to top the water up. So when I top the water up, I bring it up to this level here, and then when it goes down to this level, I know I need to water it again. So this is a hydroponic method, and you can see this Magnificum is absolutely loving it. It's been in here now for about 2.5 weeks, and I have had absolutely no issues with it. So I am actually really enjoying this, and of course it's going to cut down on the fungus gnats. So what is the ratio for pon? 2 parts lava rock, 2 parts pumice, or in this case we're using our diatomaceous stone, and 1 part zeolite. So I made a huge big batch of it, so I'm ready, and then when that's empty I'll just make another huge big batch, I have it out on my deck underneath actually the seat of my deck, so I can just grab it out when I need it. And my plan is to transplant most, if not all, of my Hoyas into pon, and I have done quite a few of them in my IKEA greenhouses. I do have some philodendrons, although I have heard from one of my plant friends that she stopped using pon for some of her philodendrons because she felt they were drying out too quickly. However, I think with the self-watering method, that would probably eliminate that issue. So far I'm excited. The proof will be in the pudding. Of course, I will come back maybe in 6 months' time and I'll let you know how well everything is doing. But so far, my plants are having no aversion to replacing the pumice with the diatomaceous stone. What I forgot to tell you was that big bag of diatomaceous stone was only $19.99. So you can see it's a lot cheaper than buying Lechuza Pon or having to buy the zeolite, the charcoal and the pumice from somewhere like Amazon. I'm also going to give an honorary mention. Do we see my dubia? It has finally attached itself to my piece of live edge wood, which I am so excited about. And I cannot wait for it to grow and get big. And I also have my Cebu Blue Pothos attached to a piece of cedar in my greenhouse, which I will do an update on shortly. I need to actually update you on all my plants because like some of them are huge now. I cannot believe how big they've gotten, and I want to show you all. And I think that's got a lot to do with using the liquid dirt, which I should do a video on how you mix it. It's such good value. Although it's like $54, $55 to buy it, you only use a tiny piece. And like I mixed up one large 2-litre bottle and I've just been like adding it now to my water, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks and it's just doing amazing. So that will be the main water that I will be using for the Lechuza Pon. And as I say, maybe once a month I will put in some of the hydroponic nutrients to just give them a little boost. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you've watched till the end, don't forget the green heart emoji in the comments. And thank you all so much for joining me, and hopefully I will get that other video out shortly after this one. In fact, I might do it today and put them out maybe either like one day after the other so you guys can see it. So guys, thank you so much. You take care and have a wonderful day.